After a 2-hour phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, US President Donald Trump says there's been some movement towards ending the war between Russia and Ukraine.
And I think some progress has been made. It's a terrible situation going on over there. 5,000 young people every single week are being killed. So hopefully we did something.
But that progress does not include the immediate and unconditional 30-day ceasefire that the US, Ukraine and its European allies have been calling for. Putin praised his talks with Trump as useful, saying the Kremlin is ready to work with Ukraine on a memorandum on a possible future peace treaty, emphasizing several conditions still need to be met for any ceasefire.
Вопрос, конечно, в том, чтобы российская и украинская сторона проявили максимум стремления к миру и нашли бы те компромиссы, которые бы устроили все стороны. При этом хочу отметить, что в целом позиция России ясна. Главное для нас устранить первопричины этого кризиса.
In a social media post, Trump said Kyiv and Moscow could start ceasefire negotiations immediately. The US president, who repeatedly pledged to end the war quickly during his election campaign, has been pushing for the leaders of both countries to make a deal. Last week in Turkey, officials from Russia and Ukraine failed to reach any breakthrough in their first direct talks since the beginning of the war in 2022. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, who spoke on the phone to Trump before and after his talks with Putin, said he is open to another meeting.
Ми розглядаємо в будь-якому випадку можливість зустрічі, ще раз зустрічі всіх команд. Хочемо на високому рівні. Америка, Україна, Росія і європейські НСА, представники тих країн, які зараз звучали, так і плюс Великобританія.
The Ukrainian leader said he also pushed for the US to impose further sanctions against Russia if the country is not serious about reaching a war-ending agreement. None of the parties have outlined specific details about how future negotiations will work. But after newly inaugurated Pope Leo offered the Vatican as a venue, both Trump and Zelenskyy suggested that could be an appropriate space to reach an agreement.
There's tremendous bitterness, anger, and I think maybe that could help some of that anger. So having it at the Vatican would be, in Rome, would be I think it would be a great idea.
It's an idea Ukraine's European allies are on board with. They've also warned new sanctions could be imposed on Moscow if the country refuses to engage in talks seriously. But with both sides seemingly expressing willingness to engage in fresh negotiations, there is renewed hope a ceasefire agreement could soon be on the table. Chen and Rosie Grenenger for TaiwanPlus.